Dissociation from child abuse and lifelong narcissistic abuse is detrimental. As a child, I can't remember most of my childhood. A lot of it, I'm sure it's probably best my brain said no and shut it off, especially during heavy abuse times. And I don't know. I look back and I have little snippets of my childhood, and they're mostly for being outside. It was a couple good times. I'm not going to discredit that. I remember going to Canyon Lake and just being so happy to be at the lake. And definitely when I was walking through the tall grass near Zion and Bryce Canyon and working on the farms, I felt like I was doing something right. Like I felt like this is where I wanted to be. But dissociation is horrible. I don't know what the doctors call it. I mean, they say dissociation, and I call it that I wasn't ready to see that or feel that or know that or remember that. And I'm okay with that. As a child, as I grew up as a younger adult, I really was distressed by the fact that I don't have memories of my childhood at all. Very little. I remember after my mom died, I sleptwalk. And I remember they had to secure the gate so that I wouldn't keep going out, but I was searching for her. She was my last safe space. And at that time, now with healing and going through everything I have for 19 months, I realize I'm my own safe space. And I'm okay. And although I don't have memories of a normal childhood, I do remember drinking out of the hose, riding my bike till the lights went on, and just being outside all the time. Remember, your mom used to kick you out. My stepmom would kick me out literally from the crack of dawn in the morning until at night. I know a lot of people can relate to that. When the porch light or the street lights come on is when you should be home. But I really wanted to stay out. I didn't want to go home because I knew what was waiting for me when I did. And I don't remember a lot. I don't remember my schools. I remember a couple of things, but I don't remember my schools or friends or any of that. I don't know. I was in survival mode. I never got lunch money. I mean, I don't know. So I started babysitting when I was 10 or 11. Can't remember the exact age, just to have, money for food. I couldn't afford clothes. I had to wear the polyester pants, and they were maroon, I remember, and everything was always hand-me-down, which I'm not discrediting because so many families and myself now, I love going thrifting because those clothes are super good and can be reused. Nothing wrong with them. But at the time, when you're going through adolescence, it's terrifying because you don't fit in. You don't stand out. You don't look like everybody else. You are in the corner, in the shadows, afraid to speak up. Dissociation is you dissociate yourself from almost everything, because when you did call out for help or you did go to get help, no one would listen to you or believe you, including your own family members who knew exactly what was happening to you, and they didn't do anything. So dissociation is something I'm getting over, and I'm making a lot of memories and documenting everything I do during my healing journey because these are memories for me, and I want to share them with you, so to let you know that if I can help someone understand what it's like going through severe child abuse and neglect, isolation, abandonment, and narcissistic, abuse, severe. I mean, my ex-husband and his in-laws were they just wouldn't give up. it just kept going on me. And unfortunately, that trickled down on me being under duress so bad. I took that out on my own children. I hate to admit it, but I did. And I have a really great relationship with my son. My daughter is off and on. She's the oldest. It's off and on. I've asked both of them for forgiveness through my healing journey. And, I'm doing the best I can. I talk to them when I can. My son is more receptive. He understands it and he sees it. My daughter's not so. She does understand it. But her attitude and she went through a lot with me. And her own troubled childhood she was difficult to raise. She doesn't see it that way, but she had ADHD really bad. And it was a very, very hard time on top of trying to please my ex-husband and his family. And it was extremely difficult. My ex-in-laws, even when my son was a baby, he had chronic ear infections, and they threatened to take him away from me when he was like 1, because the doctor had referred me to get tubes in his ears. And I ignored them. I went ahead because I had gotten second opinions from an ear, nose, and throat specialist. And I'm so glad I didn't listen to them, because once he had his tubes put in, he stopped having ear infections. And so I knew I was right, but the backlash and what I had to pay for that was really, really hard. And my daughter, she had mono really bad when she was younger. It was so hard because I had to work and try to take care of her, and she was sick really bad, and I just had to keep keeping her under doctor's care the best I could while I worked, because as most people here in society nowadays, there has to have 2 incomes. You can't live on 1 income. And to all those single parents who live on 1 income, I commend you. And there's different things that I've done that I regret myself, but it was only because I was stuck in a pattern. And I didn't realize it until 19 months ago when I crashed from a narcissistic trauma bond. I left with absolutely nothing. And I'm okay with that, because I have myself and my self-worth. I'm learning to build all that, and I'm feeling so good about it. I know I'm worthy. Not all days are good. Most days are. But there's periods in time where I have to stop and rest. And I'm all right with that. I am. I'm on Family Medical Leave Act right now. And I'm using it to heal, continue my goals and dreams. Just because I went through all that doesn't mean I don't have my own goals and dreams in my life. And I just believe in rural America, and I believe in nature, and I believe in everyone who takes care of our lands and our waterways and takes care of us, the stewards and guardians and watchmen of our lands and waters. And I just believe that, and especially our vital food supply, and it's all important. It's all of that. And so I don't have to give up my dreams of believing in that. When you dissociate as a child and you're isolated so long, you're afraid to dream, because those dreams, you don't have time to dream. You have time to survive and not get hurt. You have time to hide and stay where no one could hear you or see you, or you'll get blamed for something. Scapegoated, of course. But there's nothing now that's holding me. I feel good. I'm happy. I came up here for a couple of days. I got to stay kind of local because I'm saving money to go see my son. And I'm so excited to go see him and meet my new 2 grandsons. They're his girlfriend's sons, but to me, they're my grandchildren. They live together in a beautiful home they just got. So I can't wait for that. And so I hope you guys have a good day, and please understand, dissociation is very hard. It's very hard as a child. You don't remember and you have no memories. But I'm making new memories, and that's what matters. Thanks, everybody.